The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TV1 News. I'm Carol Kidu Jr.
And I'm Mary Silla Kilaton. Join me later in the bulletin for sports.
In this edition, Yama election petition against Pariwa dismissed, Auditor General auditing DF accounts, and Kumul veteran backs NRL bid. PNG Power Chief Executive Officer Obed Batia has voluntarily resigned as CEO as of today. In a circular from PPL, the board has accepted his resignation and thanked him for his services to the company from Elcom to PNG Power Limited in a career that has spanned over 34 years. Consequently, the board has resolved to put in place an acting Chief Executive Officer to oversee the operations until such time the NEC and shareholder makes an appointment. In the interim, Nehemiah Naris is acting Chief Executive Officer. Mr. Naris is the incumbent Deputy CEO and has over 15 years of experience holding various senior positions within Kumul Consolidated Holdings Limited and lately as the Deputy CEO to PNG Power Limited. Former MP for Maprik John Simon says Maprik district needs urgent leadership. In a recent press conference, Simon said the death of sitting MP Gabriel Capris has left the people confused. The absence of leadership has also stalled some much needed services, including inconsistent power supply.
After the sudden death of the current Maprik MP, Gabriel Capris, government properties were misused and law and order issues uprise. Former Maprik MP John Simon said in his last visit home the town's services and even people are in disorder. He said public assets have been misused while law and order issues has somewhat increased.
The government-issued public vehicles are now being used by private citizens and supporters of the late member. I do not think that is right. Somebody needs to restore that. Somebody needs to take this leadership in this. And I am calling upon the governor and the provincial government to do something about this.
He said the biggest issue at the moment is the lack of power supply for the past 6 to 8 months.
For the last 6 months or more, no power in the district. Totally PNG Power cannot do anything. The total breakdown on the genset that was in the district.
He said people are surviving on generators and business houses are not making enough money. Therefore, Simon urged the ECP Governor Alan Baird and the government of Maprik District to accept some level of leadership that their people can rely on until a by-election is conducted. Tracy Parr, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape has welcomed the 150 international delegates hailing from 14 countries who will participate in the World Indigenous Business Forum. The event runs from Tuesday, October 24th to 26, 2023 in Port Moresby with over 500 delegates expected to attend.
Prime Minister James Marape has extended a warm welcome to the World Indigenous Business Forum executives and thanked them for their confidence in Papua New Guinea to host the 2023 event. The forum presents a unique platform for cross-cultural exchange and economic collaboration, offering the chance to tap into the vibrant and diverse market landscape of PNG. In addition to the international attendees, the Prime Minister expressed his enthusiasm for local businesses taking the opportunity to showcase their products, forge global connections, establish partnerships, and explore market prospects among the diverse array of countries represented at the forum. The event has been organized by the government, led by Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, in collaboration with the National Capital District Commission. The World Indigenous Business Forum has commenced this afternoon with a grand opening ceremony hosted by NCDC and the amazing Port Moresby team at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. The official forum proceedings will be inaugurated on Wednesday, October 25th by Prime Minister James Marape. Meantime, Prime Minister Marape has also extended invitation to international delegates to consider investing in Papua New Guinea. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
More than 500 police officers in the National Capital District are being deployed to provide security at the World Indigenous Business Forum, which commences this evening at the APEC House. This includes police units from the Special Services Division, Dog Unit, Water Police, Sector Patrol, and others. National Capital District Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika is confident his officers will deliver police operations successfully throughout the forum. Sika said the police are out in numbers providing security at the forum as well as crime spot areas within the city. He urged the public to asset police and take ownership of the international forum. Election Petition 95 of 2022 in the matter of disputed return for the Madang provincial electorate by Peter Yama against incumbent Governor Ramsey Pariwa and the Electoral Commission has been dismissed. Presiding Judge Justice David Cannings dismissed the case Monday based on 7 reasons, much of which had to do with evidence given by the petitioner's eyewitness testimony.
Peter Yama's petition is dismissed now. We have Singaro's petition to go. Its trial will continue tomorrow.
Lawyer Martin Combry said an elected Madang Governor Ramsey Pariwa addressed media outside the Madang National Courthouse after election petition 95, Peter Yama versus Ramsey Pariwa and the PNG Electoral Commission, after the case was dismissed by presiding Judge Justice David Cannings.
I'd like to let my people know that God has given them victory by ballot box. Today, God has given them justice. And let the people of Madang rejoice. Thank you for this victory. And let me say that it is not my victory, but it's a victory for the people of Madang. Thank you.
Election petition number 95 was wholly dismissed on grounds that the petitioner failed to prove his case to satisfaction. Much of the reason for dismissal was in relation to eyewitness testimony. The petitioner mastered only one eyewitness. Justice Cannings noted the fact that the alleged defamation remarks by Pariwa was made at a rally with many eyewitnesses, but there were no other person to corroborate these allegations. The primary eyewitness also lacked credibility in this evidence. The petitioner was ordered to pay any specific cost that the first respondent has incurred during the proceedings, whilst the second respondent, the PNG Electoral Commission, will bear its own costs. Yama said his lawyer Ben Lomai addressed supporters outside the courthouse. They clarified why their case was dismissed and indicated they will look at the case again and identify any inconsistencies. With election petition 95 out of the way, Governor Pariwa faces election petition 93 today, filed by Madang regional candidate and retired Major General Jerry Singarok. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. When we return, Dakri denies allegations while Secretary says defense accounts in audit.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, Our bank, our people.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Harem talk young or roll a scale rice family meal with toast. We'll bring out the smiles cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni sigolo scale rice low scale price. Seni sigolo scale rice low scale price. But you like him?
All Mama Flame is not all Sam.
Me say you sing flame flower long one him. Me say me Kim Kai belong family belong me. You go more yet.
Man belong me say like him flower balls belong me what them kawa war na spring onion. All pikinini belong me say like him to mas pineapple donut me say walk him lo house. They make kumu mix him want them cow na karamapim long flower.
Tasty hash browns.
Time is kelly one time all arapela kai. Me say kissing more kai long all get a toya me tromoy one time flame flower.
You in a pecking more one time flame flower.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great Kumul too. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
Ton, 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 hino, ton, ton.
Nihimomo.
If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino.
Ton, ton.
It's a great save. Comes back to Almiron. And Newcastle United lead.
Here's a great ball through to Ferran Torres. And Barcelona lead. And Porto fall behind in first half stoppage time.
Tasmania is Australia's smallest state, lying about 240 kilometres south of the mainland. Join me on my journey through this beautiful island state as I experience the produce, people and culture that makes this an unforgettable island.
Welcome back. The Madang Provincial Assembly unanimously voted in favor of the establishment of 3 new local-level government councils in the province. The 3 new rural LLGs are Wanuma in the Middle Ramu district, North Karkar and South Karkar in Sumkar district. The motion for the creation of the 3 new LLGs was introduced in the Assembly by the Chairman of the Provincial and Local Government Affairs and President of Arabaka LLG, Lalau Kalus Karamuga. Governor of Madang Province and Chairman of the Madang Provincial Assembly, Ramzi Pariwa, following the majority's approval for the 3 new LLGs, stated that the creation of the new LLGs is a historic occasion for Madang Province. The addition of 3 new LLGs brings the total number of LLGs in Madang to 22. The Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Law and Order began consultations for the Momasa region at the Lay Forestry Institute on Monday. The Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Law and Order is led by William Bando, member for Lake Koroba, Lake Kopiago. The committee is on a fact-finding mission to establish the root causes, make recommendations, and present its report to Parliament once it concludes consultations in all 4 regions over the next few months.
Prime Minister James Marape has extended a warm welcome to the World Indigenous Business Forum executives and thanked them for their confidence in Papua New Guinea to host the 2023 event The forum presents a unique platform for cross-cultural exchange and economic collaboration, offering the chance to tap into the vibrant and diverse market landscape of PNG. In addition to the international attendees, the Prime Minister expressed his enthusiasm for local businesses taking the opportunity to showcase their products, forge global connections, establish partnerships, and explore market prospects among the diverse array of countries represented at the forum. The event has been organized by the government, led by Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, in collaboration with the National Capital District Commission. The World Indigenous Business Forum has commenced this afternoon with a grand opening ceremony hosted by NCDC and the amazing Port Moresby team at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. The official forum proceedings will be inaugurated on Wednesday, October 25th by Prime Minister James Marape. Meantime, Prime Minister Marape has also extended invitation to international delegates to consider investing in Papua New Guinea. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The 24th of October marks the annual global celebration of United Nations Day. This day honors the outstanding efforts of the United Nations in advocating for peace, upholding human rights, and advancing worldwide development. In Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, the event took place at Gordon's Market. Informational stalls were set up to educate the public about the UN's work and its network of organizations and agencies. UN agencies offered health checkups and blood donation facilities in collaboration with Port Moresby General Hospital. UN Resident Coordinator Richard Howard provided an overview of the day's events.
It's UN Day, and that means that's a day where we recognize why the UN was created, and we bring the UN to the people, and we talk about our work in Papua New Guinea. Of course, we do work, political work, we do development work, and we do humanitarian work. And today we're focusing on the work of key agencies, UNDP, UNICEF, UNFPA, WHO, the whole range of partners that are here to support the people in Papua New Guinea. We're doing this in the Gordon's Market because this is where we have a large program with the NCD government. The focus is on supporting redeveloping this market, which we did several years ago, and supporting the women salespeople, the entrepreneurs, to manage their businesses better in a safe environment.
Prabhash Ranjan, project manager for the Mama Bank, which has supported numerous market mothers and SMEs, was also present. The Mama Bank has transformed the lives of countless market mothers and small and medium-sized enterprises, making a real difference at the grassroots level.
We have been working with UNCDA very proactively in Gordon's Market. One of the projects called UN Mary, it's Market Economic Recovery and Inclusion. Being a part of the implementing partner, we set up a Mama Bank access point just inside the market with an objective of three objectives, which is affordable banking, accessible banking, and accountable banking. Mothers do not have to go out and do your bankings outside your market premises. We are here so that you can come every time, anytime you want, and then you can save with us, you can take loans.
UNCDF country lead Wycliffe Ngwabe emphasized UNCDF's support for women in the community and the banks assisting them. The event aimed to leave attendees with valuable insights to improve their lives and well-being.
Banks, we support them on product development. We give them the money for on-lending. We also work with the government to improve policies that drive access to finance and financial inclusion. We also work with the masses, the people themselves, like the women vendors in Gordon's Market. We've been working with Mama Bank to promote financial inclusion, but also support them in business skills training. How to save money, how to do business, how to plan, when to save it, how to invest that money that they make.
Minister for Defense Windaki Bakri has brushed aside allegations of misappropriation made by certain members of the Defense Force on social media, labeling those allegations as unfounded and malicious. Minister Bakri, in an exclusive interview with this newsroom today, denied all allegations leveled against him and his secretary.
Minister for Defense Win Bakri strongly refuted allegations made against him and Secretary John Akipe, who have both been alleged of squandering 15 million kina from the PNG Defence Force funds. Mr. Bakri clarified that the 15 million kina is currently parked in a PNGDF trust account for commercial support program. He further explained that the CSP trust account is under the total discretion of the PNG Defence Force commander and senior officers. Bakri also pointed out that when he resumed office in 2021, he ordered to freeze the account as it was allegedly abused.
All allegations are unfounded and malicious. Secondly, 15 million. This 15 million come inside law, commercial support programs. Staff underneath law, CDF, the commander, and kennels. All got authorized law, Yushim Islamani, authority law, Yushim Islamani. So as me come into law 2020-21, law October, me looking at account, and 4 million estimated. At the time me coming check, me looking at Islamani and all Yushim law previous years. For how many years the old Yushim Islamani come? So me free soon out. Law 2020-21. Up until now, we are ending up to 16 million plus staff with this account story. No cut one plat toya, no this 16 million and out.
Minister Bakri said PNG Defence Force is a noble institution and will continue to remain noble. He said as the minister responsible, he will uphold its norms and traditions and ensure that its integrity is intact and that it is accountable to the government and the people of Papua New Guinea.
As the Minister for Defense, I will uphold its norms and the traditions to ensure that its integrity is intact and that it will be accountable to the government of Papua New Guinea and the people of Papua New Guinea.
The Minister for Defense strongly warned those who have vested and ulterior motives to refrain from spreading lies and making unfounded allegations. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
On Friday, October 20th, Acting Chief of Defense Commodore Philip Polewara addressed a number of concerns that made rounds on social media, sparking public debate and also creating doubt and mistrust among members of the PNGDF. Today, a second press conference was held regarding the same issues, this time with the Defense Secretary, John Akipe, in attendance.
Secretary of Defense John Akipe, for the interest of the members of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force and the public, addressed concerns in relation to the funds in the Commercial Support Program Trust account, leave entitlements of soldiers annually, and the audit of the Defence Force and Department of Defence.
I want to inform all of us that in the last 3 years, since the fund was frozen, on the February of 2020, as at September 2023, the funds amounts to from zero balance to 16,537,405 kina. The Defense Council has protected and guided the commercial support program from abuse thus far and will continue to do so. It will also strive to ensure that the funds are properly utilized so as to maximize returns to the force.
Akipe says annually the government spends 17 million kina on PNGDF annual recreational leave entitlements. The issue of kickbacks was also addressed by Commodore Philip Polewara on Friday when he said he could not comment on the alleged kickbacks anyone may be receiving as there is nothing to substantiate these claims.
Annually, the government spends about 17 million on PNG Defence Force ARL. However, you would realize that annual expenditure usually exceeds the budgeted amount due to our mismanagement
in Murray Barracks. The Defense Council in 2019 directed for use of a single service provider to arrest the abuse. From 2020 to 2021, the Defense, for the first time, enjoyed no deficit and everyone received the ARL when it was due. This arrangement ensured there was no abuse and netted Defense through the commercial support program, 100,000 annually since 2020. In 2022, Defense experienced deficit of 2.3 million.
Furthermore, the keeper says the Auditor General has commenced audit into the accounts of the PNGDF and the Department of Defense. He says COVID-19 and the 2022 national general elections delayed the audit. He further stated that contrary to what he says is misinformation, the Defense Council discharges its functions in the best interest of the government and the defense organization. Maricela Kelleton, TVWAN News.
We apologize. We are unable to bring you the market report tonight. TVWAN News continues after the break with regional news.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier by you like you more.
Hey, you want to talk? Want to win one of 4 Costa buses? Simply collect 6 SP Lager Red promo caps and enter the draw at a participating store near you. There are heaps of other great prizes to win too, like SP Hunters jerseys and other awesome SP Lager gifts. So enter the draw today for a chance to win. There's a bus to be won in Islands, Southern, Momase, and in New Guinea Islands. SP Lager, Bungim Yumi!
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
It's a great save. Comes back to Almiron. And Newcastle United lead.
Here's a great ball through to Ferran Torres. And Barcelona lead. And Porto fall behind in first half stoppage time.
Hi, I'm Darren Robertson, an expat pom, chef and part owner of the 3 Blue Ducks in the Sydney beachside suburb of Bronte. A few years ago, I started thinking about making a shift towards more sustainable cooking, but I've become fascinated with cooking over simple fire or hot coals. I just want to see how far I can push that theory and what these simple elements can help me create.
So welcome to my charcoal kitchen. Let's light the fires, stoke the coals and get cooking.
Welcome back. 7 months after Vanuatu was battered by twin cyclones, the nation is bracing for an early start to the storm season with tropical cyclone Lola bearing down on its second biggest city, Luganville. The Vanuatu Meteorology Department upgraded the cyclone to Category 5 on Tuesday morning, with the slow-moving storm hovering over the north of the country, about 250 kilometers northeast of the capital Port Vila. Residents on Vanuatu's northeastern islands were feeling the beginnings of the severe cyclone. Destructive hurricane-force winds are expected to hit multiple provinces in the country's north and central provinces. The National Disaster Management Office convened an interagency briefing to plan the emergency response. They recorded hundreds of deliberately lit fires throughout this bushfire season. Arsonists have strained the region's already stretched police force and emergency services.
Burning through thousands of hectares, a bushfire shuts the Kimberley Outback's main highway. It's one of hundreds of fires in the region since the start of the year.
We are still seeing quite a significant number of bushfires through the region, but it's been quite busy for us since July, August.
The cause can be anything from dry lightning strikes to dry brush scraping the underside of cars. But authorities say this year has brought a new challenge.
Since January this year, we've seen over 600 different bushfires that we've responded to throughout the region. About half of those we would consider to be deliberately lit fires.
It's a spike in fires which has seen locals, volunteer firefighters and police often stretch to their limit. Recently, a fire set by an alleged arsonist took hold at a Broome Nature Reserve.
There was a bad bushfire that was in Minya Park that actually crossed Gubbins Road. More resources into crime full stop is needed in the Kimberley, but arson is obviously a very serious offence and should be treated with very serious consequences.
As the bushfire season draws to a close, emergency services are now turning their attention to preparing for the possibility of flooding rains during the wet season.
The U.S. Coast Guard has opened a dedicated unit on illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing in order to support the service's expanding consultation and assistance mission in the Western Pacific. The new illegal, unreported, unregulated fisheries center of expertise is based on Ford Island in Honolulu, where it will be well positioned to advise Coast Guard units and American allies in the far reaches of the Pacific. The service has also set up a specialized environmental response unit to advise partner nations, response personnel and help them set up preparations for incidents in their own home waters. The center will serve as the international engagements arm for combating illegal fishing activities in the Indo-Pacific. The week of silence is over for Indigenous supporters of the failed voice referendum, but many are still hurting.
Paradise. But the grief and loss for the Aboriginal community here runs deep.
This year we had about 40 deaths, and sometimes the funerals would be two a week.
It's a painful and familiar story for Yarrabah. Young people dying from heart disease and living with rheumatic heart fever, a disease of poverty rather than genetics.
The statistics continue to widen, and that's the reason why the community was hoping for a yes vote at the referendum.
More than 75% of Yarrabah voted to be recognised in the Constitution with a voice. But the state they're in had the highest no vote in the country.
Yeah, it was really extremely disappointing.
In an unsigned letter, other Indigenous leaders who supported yes said the vote was mean-spirited. The way forward for many First Nations people is treaty, a path that's underway in Queensland. But with bipartisan support yanked, the process is on shaky ground.
That's a long way off, and that would require bipartisan support.
Yarrabah leaders are warning that withdrawing bipartisan support is a political strategy, and it could be used across jurisdictions for any Indigenous reforms.
Don't be spooked by this. You have the massive backing of
Aboriginal and Torres Strait people in Queensland.
Yarrabah's feeling kicked while they are down by the opposition's calls for a royal commission into child sexual abuse in Indigenous communities.
Stop using our communities as political football for your cause to move forward or to get votes.
A message to the country's corridors of power as Yarrabah looks to the future.
With the Pacific Islands Forum leaders meeting just 2 weeks away, Cook Islands Prime Minister Mark Brown says they have received confirmation from agencies, dialogue partners and leaders who will be attending. The 2023 Pacific Islands Forum leaders meeting will be held from November 6th to the 10th in Rarotonga and Aitutaki. PM Brown, who is also the forum chair, attended the 43rd Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit in September, where he derived ideas for hosting the forum meeting. Some of the topics up for discussion at the forum meeting include the Fukushima nuclear wastewater issue and the Rarotonga Treaty. The government of the Cook Islands is finalizing the program for the Leaders' Week, of which the Pacific Partnership for Prosperity is a key part. And that ends the news segment. When we come back, Reece Martin supports PNG's bid to be included in the NRL.
All children have rights. Be part of the Children's Voices Challenge. If you are between the age of 6 and 17 and would like to raise your voice, share your views and future wishes on how best you can make a difference and improve our country, we want to hear from you. Be part of the Children's Voices Challenge. You can submit the following: artwork, video or pictures, podcast or songs, poetry, written form, social media campaign, web page, flat and one-page website. Make sure that the videos, podcasts or songs are not more than 2 minutes long. Written pieces including poems, letters or blogs are not more than 1,000 words, and a social media campaign has not more than 4 social media posts. Your voice is important, your voice is the future. The Children's Voices Challenge deadline is Tuesday, 31st October 2023.
Buy a 40-channel postpaid TV plan now for only 85 kina and get a free 30-day DTV premium plan. That's right, you get to save 100 kina. With your free 30-day DTV premium plan, you can watch NRL, Formula 1, tennis, or your favorite Filipino dramas on your phone anywhere, anytime. So what are you waiting for? Dial 1515 to speak to a TV agent to get your 40-channel postpaid TV plan today. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
Want more data for less? Get it now with Digicel's revamped Red Club. Enjoy data bundles from as low as 1 kilo per gigabyte. Plus rollover data, the widest coverage, fastest speeds, and best reliability. Only with Red Club. Join Digicel's exclusive Red Club today and get loads more data for less. Yes! Data bundles from as low as 1 kilo per gigabyte. Whoa! Join today for as low as 10 kilo weekly to access discounted data bundles and get more data for less. Dial *675# or visit the My Digicel app today. The Red Club. Only with Digicel.
It takes a lot to be a rodeo kid.
Some people let nerves get to them, some people don't.
She don't take losing very well.
It does make a mama nervous.
It's gonna happen. You just don't know when or how bad it's gonna be.
It's good in the rodeo industry to have a very short memory.
Kid Rodeo, a brand new series coming soon on Outdoor.
For the first time ever, Backroads leaves Australian soil.
Hi, I'm Tanya Bale. I'm excited to show off a part of Papua New Guinea that's close to my heart.
To uncover the vibrant and resilient spirit of Rabaul.
It's a place where nature's glory can suddenly be eclipsed by its fury.
The mountains, the volcanoes, the ocean cannot speak. We will tell the story.
Backroads, Sunday on ABC Australia.
Leopards, bison, cheetahs, and more.
Ideally, all of these animals roaming freely would paint a beautiful picture. However, human progress won't allow that. The next best thing is to give them value.
Join Dan Cabela as he sets out on an international journey of discovery within the world of conservation.
There is no one-size-fits-all solution, and science is the best hope to find answers for their survival.
Hard Truths of Conservation, streaming now on Outdoor.
Thank you for staying with us. Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited is again hosting the annual Charity Golf Challenge this year. The majority charity fundraiser event was officially announced and launched today for the 3rd of November at the Royal Port Moresby Golf Club. Officiating on behalf of KPHL Managing Director Wapu Sonk, Executive Manager, External Affairs Luke Liria said last year 53 teams participated, including prize donations from supporting sponsors who helped raise 168,000 kina. The money was used to support the operations of 6 licensed out-of-home care centers in various parts of the country.
The child and family services, we work closely with them. We travel with them to the institutions that are housing the charity homes. We certify and make sure the people that are working in there are appropriate to work with look after the kids. So that's part of our job. We take the government agency, they have certified this place, they have the relevant papers. Once that is clear, Kumul works with them. And then we do our ongoing visit to make sure the programs that we are running are being sent, the funding is sent to what is earmarked.
PNG Kumul's veteran Rhys Martin has thrown his support behind PNG's bid to having a team in the Australian National Rugby League. Martin is relishing this opportunity to represent the country again in the Pacific Championships when the Kumuls take on Melanesian Rugby League rivals Fiji on Sunday.
Rhys Martin, who captained PNG in last year's World Cup, was the only player from outside the domestic competition in the Kumul side when he made his test debut against Tonga in 2024.
Yeah, I'm just glad I'm capable to make this team now. It's I've been playing since 2014 and it's definitely been a big change. Looking back at 2014, I think I was the only overseas player in that squad that year, and now it's just we've got quality players all around the world.
Meanwhile, the Kumul's veteran believes the introduction of the PNG NRL team would boost the competitiveness of the national side by creating opportunities for more players at the top level.
That's exciting, isn't it? I think for the country it's massive. I think the country's been wanting something like that for a long time, and I think what it does is give more children and people in the country a greater a goal or something to achieve or something to aspire to. So bringing a PNG NRL team in would be amazing, I think, for everyone here.
However, the Kumul squad preparing for Sunday's Pacific Championships clash with Fiji comprises solely of players from the NRL, Super League and Queensland Cup, including 4 from the PNG Hunters.
It's always an honour, a very proud moment for me every time I get to wear the jersey. So I look forward to that more than anything, regardless of who we're playing. But yeah, Fiji, we've built that rivalry now between them, a respectful rivalry where everyone's competing at the best, and it's always an exciting game. So I can't wait. It's been a while for me personally to play Fiji, but I think with the team that we got, we just got to focus on us.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The PNG Kumul's camp is beaming with confidence as they look forward to face Fiji Bati on Sunday in Week 3 of the Pacific Bowl Championships. The arrival of UK-based players this week not only adds experience and stability to the team, but versatility and multiple options for Coach Holbrook to pick his best 17.
After a week off, the Kumuls are back in the grind this week with the camp boosted with the injection of the English League players Edwin Ipape, Wellington Albert, Rhys Martin, Kevin Apple and Mackenzie A, who are bonding well.
The extra guys fly out from the UK, so I'd like to give them all a game. It's great to bring them in. Mackenzie's the only one that'll struggle. He's got a bit of a knee injury, so he'll be unlikely to play, but obviously great to have Edwin here, Rhys Martin, Kevin, and Wellington, so those guys will come into the side, and then we'll reassess after this game, make sure we pick our best side for next week.
Though this may appear to be a selection dilemma for Coach Holbrook, he is happy and loving the spirit within the playing group at the moment, adding it won't be an issue as he's already got a team to be announced before the end of the week. Holbrook said while first-choice rake Ipape had an impressive season in the UK, young Judah Rimbu and Lem Horn will definitely be in the mix for Sunday.
Yeah, definitely Edwin. He had a fantastic year. I love Judah. I think he's been tremendous for us against the Australians the other week and obviously last weekend. And then Liam Horn's such a good player either at 9 or 13. So it'll be come down to those bench spots I'll have to decide on later in the week.
Holbrook expressed joy on the Kumul's performance in the last 2-1 matches and would love to use that form and momentum as part of the team's build-up to the Fiji match on Sunday. He said this is a good team that they're building for the future.
We've played really well both our games in this campaign, so we just got to make sure that we get our own game right again this Sunday and play as well as we can. Obviously, as we know, Fiji got some dangerous players in their side. Hopefully in front of a sellout crowd, hopefully everyone can get behind us and get out here on Sunday.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Royals ended ESS 10th City Lights back-to-back premiership run in the Morbe Rugby League Union 2023 Grand Final in Lae on Saturday. Royals denied ESS City Lights to win 16-13 points in extra time after scores were tied 13 all at full-time.
Royals looked to be the better side from the outset with the opening try to winger Jamal Labi with a successful conversion by fullback James Anton to lead 7-0. Royals ignited a flame by putting City Lights to the test in their own half for a good first quarter of the first half. City Lights of 10 City knew it was now or never, retaliating with a mightier quest to level the scores at 7-all, courtesy of a converted try to hooker Joshua Moto. But Royals remained steadfast to their game plan, and it worked out in the end, earning a 3-point penalty to walk out 10-7 at half-time. Royals' luck revitalized just minutes into the second half, adding another 3-pointer penalty to lead 13-7 against City Lights. City Lights being the better side whole season, soaking up all the pressure, only to be rewarded a double penalty converted successfully by outside centre Travis Maguna to force a 13-all draw. Extra time was awarded and the gods swayed to Royals, sealing the grand final win with a superb 3-pointer just 30 metres outside the City Lights try line. Royals walked out crowned the 2023 Morbe Rugby Union champions, defeating City Lights 16-13 points. In the A-grade division, East Taraka Vikings claimed a back-to-back premiership, defeating Royals 12-0. In the women's, Harlequins claimed the premiership title for 2023. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that's all the news we have in sports. Over to you, Carol.
Thank you, Mary. Here's the weather for the main centres for the next 24 hours.
Weather for the main centres for the next 24 hours. Southern, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Port Moresby, mostly fine, and Kerema, brief showers by evening. Umase, isolated showers and thunderstorms scattered over sundown. Wewak, partly cloudy with few showers, and Madang with possible evening shower or two. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Buka, rain showers and thunderstorms. Highlands, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Goroka and Kundiawa mostly fine and partly cloudy with possible evening drizzles. Ocean forecast for the next 24 hours. Solomon Sea, seas moderate to patches rough with southeast to southerly winds of 10 to 20 knots, increasing to 33 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas light to moderate with outwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Bogle and eastern and western Milne Bay Islands. Seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters, rising to 3 meters at times.
And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.